come join me on a sold-out spring break cruise. Today, we'll be boarding Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas out of the Port of Los Angeles in San Pedro, California. Once aboard, our first stop will be our muster station. It's important to get that out of the way first. That way, the ship isn't waiting for you later in the day. All guests must complete their muster drill, which involves a digital e-muster, plus a check-in at a physical muster station somewhere on the ship. With the muster drill now out of the way, it's time to finally check out the beautiful Navigator of the Seas. We'll start by heading up to the upper decks to take a quick tour around.
These are pretty neat.
Deck 11. Doors opening.
Up here on deck 11, you'll find the adults-only solarium, featuring a little bit of a smaller pool, but 2 large hot tubs as well. Moving towards the back of the ship, you'll find the main pool deck, as well as some cabanas, the lime and coconut bar, and a couple of quick dining venues. Here you have El Loco Fresh, the free grab-and-go Mexican spot found on many Royal Caribbean ships. As well as a Johnny Rockets Express, which does come at an added charge, but is included in dining packages. And continuing to the very back of the ship, we have the Windjammer Marketplace, the buffet aboard all Royal Caribbean ships. Of course, don't forget to washy. In the Windjammer, you'll find a huge selection of anything you could possibly want, including fruits, meats, fresh carving stations, desserts, food from different backgrounds like Indian, Asian, American. You really can't go wrong at the Windjammer. And here at the very back of the ship, we get a sneak peek of Virgin Voyage's new ship, which will be home ported out of Los Angeles for the first time. We got here at a great time. Once we finished our late breakfast / early lunch, the place was crowded. So we decided to head out and check out the pool decks, which, as you'll see, got a little more crowded as well. I like the pool deck. The adults only solarium was still pretty quiet. There was hardly anyone around and not a single person at the solarium bar. Time to head inside and check out the Royal Promenade, down on Deck 5. Here you'll find different food and shopping venues like Playmakers, Sports Bar, and Cafe Promenade. There's the Copper and Clover British pub. You'll also find a staircase down to the adult arcade. And right next to that, the Bamboo Room, a tiki-style bar aboard Navigator of the Seas. There's a couple different shops as well that'll be open on sea days, as well as this thing. Overlooking the promenade on decks 6, 7, and 8, you have interior rooms with a promenade view, which are a great option to have a cheaper room with a view so you don't feel so enclosed. The window makes a big difference. There's a full Starbucks location as well. However, this is not included in the drinks package, so everything here comes at a cost. Don't forget to stop by the casino to make your contribution. And one thing I love about the older ships is these grand atriums and elevator chutes. You just don't find this on newer, more modern cruise ships, especially with all the wood and shiny material. Now, even though we ate just about 2 hours ago, I did get a good deal on lunch for the specialty restaurant Hooked. For $12.99, I really couldn't pass it up, so let's check this place out.
Fix it. You want to see it?
Alright, now that was pretty good, especially for the price. Once we were done with official lunch, they made the announcement that rooms were ready, so let's head on up to Deck 9 and check out our room. Our room for this trip is 9255, which is an interior room with a virtual balcony. Originally, I booked a basic interior room for this trip. However, I won a royal upbid for $100 to get upgraded to this room. I picked the category because these interior virtual balcony rooms were added during Navigator's upfit back in 2019. So, even though it's an older ship, this room is actually relatively new. You can either have the beds pushed together to make one large queen-size bed, or split apart into two twins. Here we have them split, obviously. Decent sized flat screen TV for a ship of this age, and I ordered 2 cases of water to be delivered to the room ahead of time, since on this trip I didn't get any drink package. The virtual balcony is pretty cool. A little gimmicky, but it is nice to be able to see what's going on outside. Without that, the room is actually pitch black at night, which makes it great to sleep. Here's the wardrobe space. Not a ton of hanging room in the closet, but enough for a shorter trip, and there's only 2 of us. Across from the closet, you'll find the bathroom. Now this bathroom is pretty much standard across the entire ship for most of the rooms, except for the larger suites. It does the job, nothing super fancy. Under the TV, you'll find the cooler. It's not really a mini fridge as it doesn't get things super cold, but it does a job keeping them cool. It took a little while to get unpacked and decorated, but here's the final result. These little cruise duck mailboxes were a huge hit. And had my own mini army of ducks ready to hide throughout the week. I may have taken a bit of a nap after unpacking, and then woke up to realize we were in the middle of sailing away. So let's head on up to the upper decks to check that out.
12th floor.
Up on deck 13, towards the front of the ship, you'll find the Navigator Dunes, a little mini golf course. From up here, you can get a great view of the front of the ship. Down on deck 5 on the helipad, you're actually able to stand and enjoy the view anytime during the sailing, unless there's an emergency, of course. Heading back down to deck 12, you can see we've finally left Los Angeles. Just in time to catch the proper sail away party, happening down below on the pool deck on deck 11. Enjoy! Making our way to the back of the ship, you'll find various sports and activity areas, including a basketball court, which can also be changed to tennis and hold other sporting events, a climbing wall, which goes up pretty high on the backside of the funnels, and you'll find the dueling water slides, which are actually the only set of water coasters that Royal Caribbean has on their fleet. Pretty cool. Now, these would be pretty busy throughout the entire sailing, so I wouldn't get a chance to check them out, unfortunately. And at the very back of the ship, the Flowrider Surf Simulator. Not a chance I was getting on that, but there is also a pretty cool view of the ship's wake back here. So, let's enjoy that. And now, time for some karaoke. A little good, bad, and everything in between.
If I could just hold you tonight. Stepping back of themselves and the slow moving breeze. Since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. So moving on, yeah, yeah. Missing you, now I can't put it on.
Time to get ready to call it a night as we get ready for our first stop tomorrow, Catalina Island, just about 20 miles off the coast of California. Before setting off for the day, had to make sure there are some ducks in the mailboxes, ready for anybody to grab and leave some as well.
Doors opening.
Here's our first view of Catalina Island. Just the sun starting to come up. We didn't have any set plans for today, but we'll either check out the golf cart rentals and drive around the island, or just wander around on foot to see what Catalina Island and Avalon has in store. There's a constant stream of tender boats taking people to and from the ship.
Deck 2.
You can either get up early and grab a tender ticket if you're trying to get off the boat earlier, or just wait till they call for open tender. That's what we did. Weren't really in a hurry or anything, so decided to sleep in, have some food, and get off a little later. We ended up getting off the ship around 10:30. After about a 10-minute ride, we arrived in the harbor. It turns out renting a golf cart for 2 hours would have cost us about $120. So I think we're going to check out the island on foot. Maybe make our way over to the historic casino just across the harbor. There's a couple beaches right in the middle of town that you can swim in, but if you take a look at it, it's not a Caribbean beach by any means. We decided to take a 10 or 15 minute walk across the boardwalk and head towards the historic casino. Self-guided tours of the place were about $20 a person, which to me was worth it just for the view we'd get at the end. The design and artwork inside this building were fantastic, a throwback to the island's glory days. I'm not sure why I expected stairs or an elevator in this historic casino, but these ramps sure were a workout, zigzagging back and forth all the way to the top. And just when you thought you were there, there's another set. Once up at the ballroom, you'll see the area has been converted into a roller rink. You're able to rent roller skates at that little kiosk to the left. It wasn't too busy, considering it was a weekday, but it is spring break, so I thought there'd be more people here. And now for the real reason I made the trek up here, the view. And there's Navigator of the Seas, sitting pretty off in the distance. And down below, a group getting snorkeling lessons. The view from up here was definitely worth the trek across the island and up to the top of the casino. Time to head back down. You can really feel the burn on the back of your legs going down these ramps. We'll see if there's anything we could eat in town, but it was pretty expensive, we noticed on the way over here. On second thought, I really didn't feel like spending $25 for a fish sandwich. And food in the ship is free, so we'll head back and grab lunch. The line took about 20 minutes to get through, but it wasn't too bad. It was a little warm out, so the signature lime and coconut drink and a plate from El Loco Fresh sounded pretty good. I spent the rest of the afternoon up on the pool deck before going down to check our mail and get ready for dinner in the main dining room. Tonight was Taste of Mexico night in the main dining room. Unfortunately, the carne asada was a bit of a letdown, but told you can't sleep on the Indian food. That was definitely the star of the show. Speaking of the main dining room, Navigator of the Seas has one of the prettiest main dining rooms I've been in. After dinner, we headed down to Studio B for the ice skating show. Ice skate, reach for the stars.
Strike a pose.
I decided to get up bright and early on our sea day to enjoy some peace and quiet down in the hot tub. Something hard to come by on a sold-out spring break cruise. This is the only time I've seen the pool empty on the trip so far. Turns out there were some dolphins following us along the way. After breakfast, I decided to wander around a bit. I spent way too much time donating way too much money to the casino before heading up around 11 or 11:30 to check out the Veterans Tribute. I love that Royal Caribbean does this on every single sailing. And Playmakers was the perfect spot to sit, snack, and enjoy. Now, up to the pool deck for the belly flop competition.
He is ready. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, flop. Woo! You ready to flop? All right, here we go. To do the polar plunge. Counting down from 3, 2, 1, go! Wow, you just started a wave pool. Ready? I've seen you training for this competition. I've seen you in the windjammer all cruise long. Are you guys ready? You're gonna get wet. I hope you're ready. In 3, 2, 1, go! Everybody just go wet. Look at him soar through the air. And way to go, Donald. Okay, audience running with me.
I really couldn't ask for a better day out. Not too hot, not too cold, visibility for miles, not much wind. Oh, now it's time for this.
Pose number 2. Pose number 3. All right, Isaac, take your seat. Our next player. Hey, do it, girl, do it, yeah, do it,
As the day turned to night, I walked across half the ship when I heard this. Anything for Salinas. Dinner happened somewhere along the way, but tonight was adult game show night.
Oh! First point goes to the boys! Nice and wide on those circles. Squeeze on in. Safety first. Oh my word. Squeeze on in. Squeeze in. Oh, you're everywhere. Heads up in. That's it. Smart idea. I'm on fire. You're still up. 20 seconds. Sit down.
I could show pretty much everything from Battle of the Sexes, but Crazy Quest? Yeah, there's not much of this that YouTube would allow. So, here's a little bit and let your imagination run wild for the rest.
Made all 5 tied together, one straight line. Let's see if we can make it. 30 points. Come on. Stay in front of your team. Stay there, stay there, stay there. You'll see why.
Afterwards, Studio B turned into a nightclub. Kinda.
Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. How low can you go? Can you go down low? All the way to the floor? How low can you go? Can you bring it to the top? Like it never stop? Can you bring it to the top? One hop.
Around midnight or 12:30, the crowd started to die down a bit. People needed to go back and get ready for tomorrow. Our next stop, and last stop, would be Ensenada, Mexico. Bienvenidos a Mexico. Now, I thought Navigator was a small ship, until I noticed we were towering over the Disney Wonder, parked next to us. The plan for today was simple. Hop on the $4 round-trip shuttle and head downtown. Wander around a little bit, maybe pick up some souvenirs, and then treat ourselves to lunch. We've been to Ensenada several times before, so nothing really exciting for us to check out this time, but since we didn't eat in Catalina, we decided we'll splurge a little bit today if we find the right spot.
If somebody's trying to sell you something you don't want, no gracias. Offer you something illegal, no gracias. You control the narrative with that. All right, I'm gonna get back in it.
They do sell excursions at the area where the bus dropped us off. We wanted to check them out, but we didn't have enough cash with us, and everything in this area, including souvenirs, is cash only. So we left the bus terminal and headed through downtown Ensenada on foot to check out some shops. Any souvenir you could possibly want for Ensenada or Mexico or Baja California, they had here. I couldn't find any Royal Caribbean magnets, but they sure did have Carnival. I won't even try to pronounce the name of this food cart, visited and loved by Anthony Bourdain. But across the street, there's a nice sit-down restaurant, owned by the same people, so we decided to sit down and enjoy lunch there. Chips and salsa, a fresh margarita, shrimp cocktail, fish tacos, and ribeye tostadas. All came out to about $54. Not too bad considering the high quality of the food. Since we've been there, done that with Ensenada before, I decided to call an Uber. $2.30 American to get us back to the ship. That was way more worth hiking back to the other side of town just to catch the bus back. And since we were in port, this is our chance to enjoy the ship with not as many people on it. Totally worth it. Here's a look at the boardwalk we would have gone down had we chosen a walk instead of take the $4 bus. We've been there a few times as well, but not much to see today because it was a weekday. Usually there's vendors and food stands. With this seagull chilling right below the Mickey on the side of the Disney ship, I couldn't help but think of Finding Nemo. Mine, mine. And a big old sea puppy chilling on the front of the ship. And with that, our time in Ensenada comes to an end. And with it being our last day on the board, we decided it was time to head up to our room and start packing. But not without enjoying a nearly empty promenade. It's so weird to see a ship that was sold out be completely empty in the middle of the day. Thanks for watching, and can't wait to make my next cruise video where I'll be aboard Royal Caribbean's Star of the Seas, the world's largest cruise ship. See you next time.